Long, long ago, more than 2,000 years in the past, there was a land called Judea. This land was home to the Jewish people, who lived according to their faith and traditions. They worshipped one God, gathered in their holy temple in Jerusalem, and followed sacred practices that had been passed down for generations. But their peace was threatened by a powerful ruler, King Antiochus IV Epiphanes, of the Seleucid Empire. Antiochus wanted to spread Greek culture and religion across his kingdom. While Greek art, language, and customs were admired by many, Antiochus went further. He demanded that everyone in his empire worship the Greek gods, abandoning their own beliefs. Antiochus invaded Judea and brought destruction to the Jewish way of life. He forbade the people from following their traditions, outlawing the study of the Torah and observing the Sabbath. Even worse, he desecrated the Second Temple, the holiest place for the Jewish people. He placed Greek idols inside the temple, destroyed the sacred altar, and demanded sacrifices to the Greek gods. For the Jewish people, this was a terrible insult, a violation of their faith and identity. But not everyone was willing to accept this. A brave priest named Maccabeus and his 5 sons stood up to Antiochus. They refused to bow down to the Greek gods or follow the king's orders. Maccabeus declared, "We will stay true to our God and our people." With his sons, including the fearless Judas Maccabeus, Maccabeus inspired others to resist. The Maccabees, as they came to be known, gathered an army. But this wasn't an ordinary army. It was small, made up of farmers, shepherds, and townsfolk who believed in their cause. They didn't have the weapons or resources of Antiochus's forces, but they had something else: courage, faith, and a deep determination to protect their people and their beliefs. For 3 long years, the Maccabees fought against Antiochus's mighty army. They hid in the hills, launched surprise attacks, and relied on their wits and teamwork. Against all odds, the Maccabees won battle after battle. Their victories showed that even a small, determined group could stand against a great power when united by faith and purpose. Finally, the Maccabees reclaimed Jerusalem. The people celebrated as Judas Maccabeus led them to the Second Temple. But their joy turned to sorrow when they saw the condition of the temple. The altar was destroyed, the menorah was missing, and the holy place had been defiled. Judas Maccabeus declared that the temple must be rededicated to God. The people worked together to clean the temple, rebuild the altar, and craft new sacred vessels. They wanted to light the menorah, a golden lampstand that symbolized God's eternal presence. But when they searched for oil, they found only a small jar, just enough to burn for 1 day. It would take 8 days to prepare more oil. Even so, they lit the menorah, trusting in God. And then, something incredible happened. The oil, which should have lasted for only 1 day, burned for 8 days and nights. The people were amazed and overjoyed. They saw this as a miracle, a sign that God was with them, that their faith had been rewarded. To commemorate this miracle, Judas Maccabeus declared that every year, the Jewish people would celebrate the dedication of the temple for 8 days. This celebration became known as Hanukkah, which means dedication in Hebrew. Today, Hanukkah is celebrated as the Festival of Lights. For 8 nights, Jewish families gather to light a menorah. On the first night, they light 1 candle, and each night after, they light 1 more until all 8 candles shine brightly. The menorah reminds us of the miracle of the oil and the strength of faith. Hanukkah is also a time of joy and fun. Families play games with dreidels, small spinning tops that carry letters reminding us of the miracle. A great miracle happened there. Delicious foods like lax, crispy potato pancakes, and sufganiyat, sweet jelly-filled donuts, are enjoyed, symbolizing the oil that burned for 8 days. But Hanukkah is more than just games and food. It's a time to remember the courage of the Maccabees, who stood up for what they believed in. It's a time to reflect on the light of hope that can shine even in the darkest times. The story of Hanukkah teaches us that no matter how small we feel, we can make a difference. With faith, courage, and unity, we can overcome challenges. The light of Hanukkah reminds us to keep hope alive, to stand for what is right, and to celebrate the miracles that surround us every day. So, this Hanukkah, as the menorah candles glow, let us celebrate not just the miracle of the oil but the enduring spirit of a people who never gave up. May the light of Hanukkah inspire us to bring hope and kindness to the world.